Using WhatsApp for your business was supposed to make life easier. But in reality, you're losing control over incoming WhatsApp inquiries and support messages. Your team needs to keep copying and pasting the same messages over and over, scrolling endlessly to find the right chats and forgetting to follow up with customers. We understand how frustrating it can be. We believe customer service using WhatsApp should be easier. That's why we came up with YesHello, a cloud CRM built for WhatsApp customer service. YesHello lets your team manage all of your WhatsApp conversations in one place. YesHello makes it super simple to manage your customer relationships with a shared team inbox, automatic assignment of new clients, automatic follow-up and reminders, client grouping, tracking, reporting, and activity logging, text snippet shortcuts, shareable files, chat box automation, bulk sending, and even personalized message templates that you can send in 2 clicks without typing or copying and pasting needed. Customer service using WhatsApp has never been easier. When your customer service team has the tools and support they need to be successful, they'll give your customers a significantly better experience. So what are you waiting for? Try YesHello for free. Sign up now at yeshello.chat.
All right, I think that's my cue to get started. Hello, everyone. If you are watching on YouTube, please click subscribe. If you're watching on LinkedIn, please click share. And then welcome even Jess and those who's going to come in very soon. My name is Khalif. I am the founder, CEO, YesHello. This is Nini, my wife, and also the person in charge of our partnerships and, all this content on LinkedIn and things like that. Yes, Jess, thank you very much. You're a PR strategist and content writer. Brilliant. And then we have Eve also over here. She has a YouTube channel. I'll share with you guys later. And she teaches how to do gardening. And she wants today to learn how to do better engagement in business. So that's what we're going to talk about today. First of all, so you guys are watching, today is going to be a masterclass on how to make more profits, right? How to make profits in your business. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen a little bit on, I'm going to write some stuff, and it's going to be maybe a little bit of back and forth, but 30 minutes. Hopefully it's going to be a fast one. And then after that, maybe another extra 10 minutes FAQ if you guys want. All right, let's get started. Okay, number one, what do we want? We want more profits through engagement. Let's see whether this thing works. Okay, I'm going to do an advanced content. Oh, no. I'm going to share my desktop. I'm going to share that. Boom. Wow, you guys can see it or not? Can see me writing? All right, nice. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about making, let's say you guys want to make 10K, right? 10K profits. So it's profits. Let's say it's 10K the next month, okay? So what is the biggest challenge for a lot of entrepreneurs today? Small business owners. So this is who we help. And I do coaching, we have software, we have trainings. I've been helping SMEs for over 10 years already. Today is going to get you how to make this extra 10K profits in the next 6 weeks. Okay. Number one, biggest problem is overwhelm. So this is founder overwhelm, team overwhelm. This is so much pressure and noise because we are small business owners. We are working in a small business, small company. What is the biggest challenge is there's so much things to do and so little people to help us do. Yes or yes? Can I just, if it's correct, if it's, you feel that, say, yes somewhere, please. So that, some engagement from you guys would be awesome. Let me see if I can just change that. Okay. Yep. Right. That'd be great. Let me move some stuff around. Okay. So overwhelmed. So what happens when we're overwhelmed? Founder overwhelmed becomes founder stress. So we're not our best self. We cannot focus. We become in front of people, they seem stressed. It's very hard to sell. It's very hard to get other team members to feel motivated. We cannot do strategies. So overwhelm affects everything. Okay, it's number one. Number two biggest problem is lack of leads. Lack of leads. So some more, on top of we're feeling overwhelmed, leads is touch and go. When there's a lot, when it rains, it pours, right? It becomes like, oh my God, how am I supposed to handle all these leads? It's coming into my WhatsApp. Oh, my WhatsApp is exploding. And then next week, next month, there's nothing. Click, click. And then we got to push and push. So this is a lot and then none. This up and down is very, very challenging. Me and Nini, we've been running small businesses. This is one of the biggest challenges for small businesses is we can't seem to manage our lead flow, right? So how are we going to handle that lead flow problem? Number three, let's say we get all the leads coming in and it's great. What happens is we are great at gardening. We are great at PR, right? Are we like super good at sales? No. Sales becomes awkward, right? So the last biggest challenge is awkward sales. Yes or yes? How do I know? Because I used to run a unit trust agency with 100 salespeople. One of the biggest challenges is awkward sales. So it becomes like, oh my God, how am I supposed to do sales? How am I supposed to talk to people, right? I'm talking to them already. You explain. To just ask for the money becomes like, oh, please pay. So let's solve that problem, okay? So what we want to do is we want to, instead of having this feeling of overwhelm and having lack of leads and having awkward sales, what we want is we want to have, boom, we want founder momentum. We want to create momentum. We want to know that we are growing. The thing with small business owners, you and me and Nini realize is that momentum for us is like oxygen. Growth is like oxygen. If we are not growing, we feel like we're dying, right? So how do we create this momentum? So momentum, if you don't have it, we feel like dying. But if we do have it, it feels like we're at the top of the world. It feels everything that we're doing is good. It affects our relationships with our family members, with our friends, with our staff. Suddenly our brain becomes so good that we can strategize, we can see the future. And when it's gone, when we're stuck, everything seems to fall apart. And then what do? We try to go for courses, we come for workshops, and then you read books. This is the normal founder mindset, right? How do we know? I know because this is what me and Nini do. So I'm going to tell you how to solve this, how to create momentum in your life. Number one, what creates the biggest overwhelm today for small businesses is, boom. Okay, I'll just split it into three things. There's three things that create momentum and stops you from getting too much pressure and noise. So what we want to do is we want to lower down pressure and noise. So lower pressure and noise. So let me tell you how to do it. Tell you a story, okay? Her name's Ika. Ika, last time she was running a cosmetics business, doing really well. She has resellers from Africa, Philippines, Malaysia. She's very young, 22, 23 years old. I knew her from my brother. So we're having like so many resellers, like 50 resellers. Every reseller is selling from what? Selling from their own phone, right? They're doing campaigns on their own pages. And one of the biggest challenges for her as the owner is how to manage and see what everyone is doing. Because they are resellers, how am I supposed to see whether they're following up properly, whether they are messaging the right things, whether the promo is proper? On top of that, she is also trying to recruit new people. On top of that, she has a staff. On top of that, people are messaging her to do partnerships. So this high pressure and noise created almost a breakdown for her. So what we did was, if you want to play the game of entrepreneurship, of small business, you need to play with the right tools. So for her, we said, hey, you are playing this business, but I'm asking you, are you messaging using your own WhatsApp? Is your team messaging on their own accounts? And they are. So that is just like you trying to fight in a competition, like the game of badminton, right? You are so good at badminton, you want to go and compete, but your team is using a tennis racket to play. Can you play? Yes, you can. It's a little bit heavier. It's still got strings. It's like a racket, but there's a lot of things that your team cannot do. They cannot do the drop shot. They cannot practice a specific move. There's a lot of things they cannot do. And they feel demotivated also because why is my boss giving me this thing? The tool is not right, right? So first thing that you're going to do to lower pressure and noise for you is to have the right tools, because with the right tools, then you can streamline all those conversations. The biggest pressure and noise for small business owners is too many channels from too many places from too many people. Yes or yes. So this is the biggest thing, right? So if you can streamline one, you don't now, if you do that, you don't have all the messages mixing between your personal and business. No mixing. And you don't have so many group chats, like thousands of them. And your work stops when you want it to stop because it doesn't mix business and pleasure, business and personal. Okay, so you lower your pressure and noise, and that's one way. The biggest way is your tools, which is your communication tools with your team and your customers. Other pressure and noise is, it could be your team, it could be your strategic planning, is your day-to-day. So second way to create momentum, this leads to the second way, is to have what? Transparency. No, actually transparency is the third one. This one is a daily game. So you want to have outcomes that is clear outcomes. This is the challenge with small business, right? We are now working every day, so many things to do, but there are no clear outcomes. And this creates overwhelm. We don't know whether we're winning or not. So how do we create clear outcomes? We need to have a daily game. So we, Nini and I, we are, salespeople, and talking about how Ika just now, right, who had so many people. First, she had the tools sorted out, so no more using personal. Now, every day, she makes sure that every team member has their own inbox, and all they do to win the day is to make sure the inbox is zero, right? So meaning communication is done. Communication with customers is sorted. She knows if Nini handles that, her inbox is done, right? So communication, clear outcomes you need to have. You also need to have your team member, each team member, what they're supposed to do every day, super clear. And this will create momentum for them. And this will also create clear momentum for you. So you know exactly what you want to do every single day. Third, how to create momentum is transparency and accountability. Yes, this is as simple as knowing exactly what your entire team is doing today. If you're working in an office, it's easy. You can just overlook and see, right? But if you're remote, you need to find a way to know what everyone is doing and who is supposed to do what. I know this is basic stuff, right? So before we get to the leads, before we get to the awkward sales and stuff like that to solve all the other issues, this issue needs to be solved first. And it's so simple to solve this issue. So let me share with you about Ika, right? So this is Ika. When she came to us, She installed the software, right? It doesn't have to be ours. You just need to find a tool that will have it so that you are clear what everybody's doing. There's a game that they play every day and it's transparent and everybody knows what they're supposed to do. Okay. So she doubled her revenues from 200K, 400K just within 6 weeks. Yes. And then a year later, she won the Youth Female Entrepreneur Award. Because why? Now that one part of communication, of talking to customers, she knows that even if she pump money on a lot of ads and a lot of leads come in, she knows the team can handle it, right? Imagine if you are not confident that your team can handle a lot of leads, are you going to actually push it? You won't push it. You won't promote your company because you don't want to feel this overwhelmed. You don't want to get your customers to say bad things about you. Oh, they reply slow. Oh, they're so bad. You don't want. So you would rather have no leads. And that's the core of it, right? Once I see people are confident that it doesn't matter. If 1,000 leads come in today, I know my team can handle it. Suddenly, our entrepreneur brain will just open up and you just get 1,000 leads, right? So this is Ika, number one. Okay. So let's hear from you guys. What do you guys think of that first part over here? To settle overwhelm, you need to have founder momentum, lower pressure and noise, have clear outcomes, and have transparency, accountability. So good or good. So this is the foundation of it. All right. Okay. So let's move on to number 2. Lack of leads.
Before you move on, can I ask a question, please?
Sure, go ahead.
What does founders momentum means?
What does founder momentum means? Interesting. So, well, I was just saying this now, right? So as a founder, as a business owner, we have that feeling of winning every day. We have that feeling of growth. We have a feeling of we are moving forward towards our goals. So it is winning every day. It is consistent moving forward. It is growth. Simple as that. How do we set it up so that we see this every day? Is clear outcomes, transparency, and accountability. If we don't have that, we cannot measure whether we are growing, moving forward, achieving goals. We cannot. And because we cannot, we feel that we are overwhelmed. Suddenly pressure goes up and nothing happens. Suddenly we just get stuck, right? You feel that stuckness in the brain for entrepreneurs. That's it. Nini, what do you think?
Right. Yeah, okay. So it is like moving forward. What I like about what you just said is that winning every day, right? The sound of winning, it's awesome. But what is it? What can I consider a win and what I can't consider a win? Because, you know, one of the biggest thing that people always, or founders always see at is that this one is just a small win. This one is a big win. But what really wins that we are able to celebrate so that we get to say that, hey, I'm in momentum.
Nice. Okay, cool. So there's 2 types of wins, right? One is the win that is connected to the company punya strategic goals. So as an entrepreneur, you have strategic goals, your quarterly goals, what you want to achieve, and then you break it down into monthly, and you break it down into weekly, and you break it down to daily. Right? So if you have that, then just giving a daily win for them is a win. So an example would be how many chats or how many communication with your leads are you going to have today? So your goal could be 10. So a win could be a clear outcome. Everybody have 10 conversations with a customer. It could be that. Or if you're not sure how many conversations you're going to have, it could be that a win is if you have 2 conversations in your inbox today, make sure it's 0. So you can play the inbox 0 game, right? But of course, you need to set it up with like tools. You need to have tools to be able to track, right? So this is what we help with. YesHello helps with all this. If you guys want to know more about YesHello, what it looks like, I can tell you a little bit about later. But it doesn't matter what tools you use. You need to be able to track it and connect that to your strategic goals. Okay, so that's one type of win. Another type of win is a culture win. That means internally, as a team member of a company, you have a culture, and in the culture you have your values, right? So if a team member is living the value. So for us is do more with less. So if I can see a team member is doing and living that value, at the end of the day, I will call out that win. Alta, you did more with less today, you're awesome. And after a while, they will themselves give themselves a win. Today, I help a customer, I did this and that. Because one of our values is success through the success of others. So whenever they have a team member, whenever a team member helps another person be successful, they will call out their own wins. So because we have a morning and evening huddle, in the evening huddle, we always talk about our wins today, and we talk about what are we grateful for in the day, and that's how we finish the day, right? And this creates momentum. This creates, yes, one, I am moving towards my quarterly goals, that is strategic goals. Number two, that I am living the values of the business, of this company. So you talk about values. I don't know whether that answers your question, Nini.
Yes, it does. Thank you so much, Khalif.
Awesome. So if you guys want to know more about how to create momentum, Nini has the Momentum Masterclass that she always runs. But that's another thing today, just to tell you, if you want more profits, this is what we do to help, okay? That's what you guys got to figure out. Number one, low pressure noise, clear outcomes, transparency, accountability, and that will create momentum. Once you get momentum, I tell you, a small business owner, things just start happening. Boom, 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 boom. And when it rains, it pours. And that's where we get into lack of leads. Okay. So how do we handle lack of leads? So for lack of leads, what do we want? So first, let's talk about what happens when you have lack of leads. When you don't have leads, your company dies, right? Suddenly you're desperate. When you're desperate, you get anyone to come in. Worse than having lack of leads is having the wrong leads. Worse than having no customers is having the wrong customers. Because having the wrong customers, because you have wrong leads, you cannot help them. They will be disappointed, and you create more stress, which creates more overwhelm, which creates more pressure and noise, right? So you don't want that. So you don't want lack of leads, because lack of leads creates desperation. Desperation creates this vicious cycle, okay? What do we want? So we want, let me share you guys. Boom, okay. So what we do want is, boom, we want lots of leads. Still lack of leads, we have lots of leads, lots of leads, right? So how do we get lots of leads? 3 ways. I'll give you 3 strategies on how to do. Very simple is how we do it. You need a way, number 1, to connect with your right leads, right future customers. So number 1 is connect. How do we connect with your right customers? Number 1, right? So first, you need to be clear on what is the transformation that you want to get them to. Okay? This transformation is a before and after state. So for example, just now Eve was saying, right? You want to help them with gardening for beginners, for starters. So what is it clearly? Come and purchase from me. You are now a beginner. First day, second day, you don't know this, you don't know that. What is the problem? You're buying the wrong things. The things are dying. You come with me, you buy this, and I'll coach you. And the end result is you will be a competent gardener, for example, right? So what does competent gardener look like? You will know what seeds to buy. You will know how to basically take care of plants. You will know how to handle the ground. You will know how to water them. You will know how to take care of the light, right? So you want to tell them that now, once you come through with me, you will get this result. This heaven. What is it? It doesn't have to be perfect, but it could be just the first step. Okay, like this, for example, right? Profits 10K. Now we help businesses do millions, but the first step is to have consistent 10K profits every month, right? How to do it? This is a simple way to do it. If you get this right for one person, then for every team member, you can scale it. Imagine you get 10 people who can do this, then it becomes 100K profits, right? So for you also, you want to know what hell are they in right now? They are in gardening hell, for example. So because they are in this hell, you can guide them. You're like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You guide them, do this first, do this first, do this first, and the next, and you have this result. So that's the first one. right? Then this way you will connect with them in a very deep level, right? That's the first step. Second step is to connect with them literally online. How do you connect with them literally online? Two ways: free way and a paid way. What are the two ways? Free and paid. The free way, what do you guys know? What do you guys think? What is the free way of doing it? Social media lah, right? There's so much social media content. You can do YouTube channel, YouTube shorts. And from here, you get people to say, hey, this is one part of doing it. Come and if you want to know the whole parts, come and connect with me, right? And then they will connect with you. So that's one great way of doing it. So you've got your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, your YouTube, whatever. So this is where you have content. And if you know exactly where you want to get them from A to B, all these steps is your content. That's it, right? So for me, what I'm doing is, my steps is what? This is my step: lower pressure noise, how to have clear outcomes, transparency, accountability, with the momentum masterclass, right? How to get leads. The last time we used to have an agency. So how to connect, how to create from A to B, and all those things. So this becomes a content. And we say, hey, this is part of our 10K profits a month. So if you want to know more, come and chat with me. Simple as that, right? So now you know the right customer. And then second, you know a way of reaching them. That's free. And then once you already know what content people say, hey, wow, this video, so many people are coming to say yes. That is the video that you put money on. So if I saw that you got some 2K, 1K views, that is the video you put on Facebook, Instagram, and you put money behind it. Because you know it works, people like it. 10 ringgit, 5 ringgit a day is worth it. Then get them to raise their hand. So that's step number 2, right? Once you already connect with them and you already know the 2 ways of doing it, then you want to get them to raise hands. What does this mean? From the 2,000, 10,000 people who are watching and like saying, oh, this is cool, you want to have a call to action. This call to action is saying, hey, if you like this content, I can get you from A to B. If you want this other free thing, I can give you all the steps in a PDF, for example. Raise your hands and I'll give it to you. That's it. And they will raise your hand. Comment below, then they comment lah. Right? And then they do whatever it is. If you're in YouTube, comment. If you're on LinkedIn, you can DM. If you're on Facebook, you can Messenger. Or if you're doing ads, click to WhatsApp. Right? Get them to chat with you. Okay? That is number 2, how to get lots of leads. So you have good content, teaching them from A to B. If they want more, raise their hands. If they raise their hands, they will chat with you. But not all of them will chat with you. So you'll need to be able to have a way to warm them up. Okay, so the third part of having leads is warm up. How do you warm up? Because not everybody is going to want to buy right now. True, right? Some of them are not ready yet. They need to buy maybe next week, then they buy, or next month. So you need a content calendar. This content calendar, you got to put your brain that, you know, step A, step B, from A to B that you want to get them to, these steps. In one step, you can break it down some more, right? So you can break it down some more and you can create a content calendar of 5 times a week. Once a week, once a day, you put in something, so that's 20 things, right? And of course, don't be everything just give, right? You want to also have a ratio of how much you give and how much you ask. So who knows what is the ratio of how much content to give and how much content to ask? Who knows? Who wants to guess? I'll tell you. It is 80-20. Give 80%, the 20% you ask, right? So from the 5 days, 4 days you give, and one of those days you ask. That's it. And that will be good enough. So that content calendar will be a monthly content calendar. It could be a video like how Eve does it. It could be a blog. It could be whatever most comfortable for you. And that will get you lots and lots of leads. And think about this. Where is all these leads coming? Normal modern lead generation, especially for small businesses, right? Where do we chat with them? We chat with them in chats lah, in Messenger, in WhatsApp, mostly in WhatsApp, right? People don't use email anymore. People don't like to call anymore, right? Sometimes it's Zoom, but mostly it's in WhatsApp. So this is the third way, the third part. So once you get lots and lots of leads, you will realize that how do I close them? And all of us are not awesome salespeople. And what we want is we want effortless sales. Right? We want effortless sales. I'm not going to change you or transform you from not a salesperson and suddenly become somebody else. No. And it's not your fault that that sales is awkward. It's not your fault, because a lot of people out there are teaching you guys like crazy things on how to do sales. It's just I don't get it, right? It doesn't work for today. So I get it why you're feeling like, oh man, how do I do sales? There is a way to do it that it doesn't have to be awkward at all. And it doesn't have to be you specifically. You don't even have to be face-to-face. You can do it on chat. People sell millions and millions in products and services on chat alone. But if you don't know how to do it, it becomes weird, right? So first of all these leads, where do you want to bring them? You know that they're going to be in chat. So you want to do sell by chat. Sell by chat. The challenge with sell by chat is if you don't have proper systems, right? Your momentum is not set yet. Sell by chat is going to be too crazy for you. You have just too much, right? Because you're going to have from LinkedIn, you're going to have from email, you're going to have from WhatsApp, you're going to have, then you just say, screw this, small business won't work. That's why a lot of people quit. Because they don't have a proper system to do it. No proper tools, right? They didn't set up the foundation properly. So sell by chat. And there's a proper way of doing it. How to do proper sell by chat. So you're going to learn how to do it. So first, the tip is you as a founder or as the leader need to sell first. You need to find a system, a proper way. What is a script? What will get people to buy? Because you are the one who knows how to get from A to B. So you sell by chat. This part is where you want to qualify whether they are the right customer, right? Are they the ideal perfect customer? So in sell by chat, you're not really selling yet. What you're doing is you're qualifying. You are like America's Got Talent, right? America's Got Talent. Simon Cowell is not selling these people. He's auditioning these people. So you want to audition your people to see whether they are the right customers. So for example, if you want to ask whether, are you a beginner? If they're not a beginner, straight away, maybe they're not your customers. Because if you want to sell beginner content to an advanced person, what is the advanced person going to say? Allah, no value lah. This one, everybody also know lah. Ayah, this one, why so expensive for this beginner thing? You're going to get that, right? Because it's the wrong crowd. They're not your people. They're not who you can contribute the most. So you want to ask whether this is the right customer, is it the right time? So you want to ask, why me? Right? They already saw your content over here. Ask, why me? Why are you here? Why now? Right? How much are you making and what do you want to have in the future? Or so what's your problem today and what is it that you want in the future? Oh, okay, good, that's great. And then you want to ask, all right, so what's the one thing that I can help you with? And say, oh, this is what I want to. Okay, great, right? Wonderful. So that's all by chat. And once you already know how to ask all these questions, you don't even have to ask this question. You can have a staff to ask this question, right? Then only you can get them to have a quick call with you, a triage. What's a triage? Who's been to PPUM? Pusat Perubatan University Malaya. Nini and I often go, we do our checkups. Whenever we go, we don't go straight into the doctor because there's so many offices, doctor office, right? There's always a first counter that you go to. That first counter is the triage, is where they will ask, what's your IC, please? What is your, who do you want to see? and then they will key in inside the computer, and they will ask, oh, is it today? Is it when? Blah, 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 blah. Then they will know exactly where to triage you to, where to send you to, right? So first part is whether they're right. You audition them whether they're the right one. Next is a 10 minutes. So you can do this together at the same time. But sometimes if you are doing like Jess, right, you're doing PR, sometimes you need a face-to-face first to do the triage. So some companies, even for us, we do this sell by chat and triage in one chat conversation. So it's easier. Then only we get them to the final stage. But this is where you want to know whether where to send them, right? Because if they're not the right customer right now, you want to send them, oh, unfortunately, it's okay. I understand if now is not the right time for you, or you don't have the funds for you right now. You can come back to me when you when you're ready. No worries. Here is my YouTube content. You can go and watch more over here. And when you're ready, you can come back. Same with Jess. I'm sure you have a PDF or some content that to teach you how you do things, right? So if they're not ready right now, say it's okay, it's fine, right? No worries, I really want to help you, but if it's not a time for you, I respect that. Here is my PDF. You can check it out and make sure you stay connected with me. This is my email list or whatever. When you're ready, I'm ready for you. Come, then we can get together, right? Boom. But those are the ones that were not for now. But if they are for now, then we say, great. So I think I might be able to help you. I think this is perfect. And these challenges that you have, I do this every day and I help people every day, right? If you can say, yeah, I help people getting from starter to become a competent gardener all the time, right? I can help with that. Very, very cool. So let's go through, let's set, a 30-minute session or 45-minute session, a strategy session, and I'm going to show you exactly how to help you. Right? So that is a quick one. So you can either do it straight in the chat or you can do it in a call. But this now becomes the actual sales. But think about this. Who are the people here? The people here who you have this strategy session are your ideal customer. They've already had connection with you. They already said they want help. They've already seen your content 2-3 times. They've already had a chat with you. So they're bouncing here and there, seeing you everywhere. And then they're having a phone call or a Zoom call with you. This is how many touches? 5, 6, 7 touches already. That's why this is so powerful. If you are good in sales, and I've been doing sales for 17 years, before a sale is done, you need to have a minimum of 7 touches. And this process gets 7 touches, boom, just like that. Right? So they've said yes, 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 yes. Already over here is your conversions would be, even if you're not good at it, it's at 60% now. You close 60%. But if you're a decent person who have a good product and you're a good salesperson, you can have 90% close rates here. How awesome is that, right? So what is strategy called here? It's just going specifically into how you want to help, right? So if you have your program set up like this, it's showing them exactly first week we're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, and then I'm going to help you do that, and then this one I'm going to coach you, and then you're going to have your sales. And these are the problems that we're going to solve. This is what you're going to get at the end. So this is exactly what I do, and I sit down with our clients, and I go through step by step how are they going to do it. And in my program, in what we do, we set up with the software. And if you can see, this content here is actually a blatant promo for my program, right? Right? But are you getting value? You are getting value. So for those who see like, hey, I want that lah, straight away we can have a chat, right? So boom, I can already go to sell by chat with my team, and then we can do the triage as a content. And I can break down each one of these small things as a piece of content also. Okay, so the strategy session also has its 9 steps. Very, very simple. Follow the 9 steps and you'll get 60 to 90% conversion rates. All right, cool. That is 11:17. I've gone like 30 plus minutes. No, 40 minutes already, Nini. Let's do a close and recap for you guys who are watching this. Thank you so much. If you like it, just put yes inside the chat. Nini, what do you like most from this session today?
What I like most is, of course, the understanding of founders' momentum, right? Because as an entrepreneur, that is something that has been like transformational for me. And I feel that that is how we are able to move forward with the tool that we can use with YesHello.
Very cool. All right, cool. If you want to put a chat inside there, what do you like most from today? If not, yeah, thank you so much, guys. I just leave it to you here. The session is, yeah, that's it. Thanks so much. Good overview. I appreciate you being here. It's my pleasure to help, right? So the minimum, guys, have it be clear, lower down your pressure and noise. That will lead you to more sales, more leads. And as a small business owner, I tell you, this works, right? Okay, that's it from me. If you want to know, if you want to have more info,
Khalid?
yes.
Yeah, more. Okay, you were getting at it. More info. Okay.
No, you go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, where can they find out more information about Sell by Chat if they would like to activate it in their business as well as in their life as an entrepreneur?
Cool. Yes, Nini. Why don't you? So Nini will share inside the comments link to our website. So if you go to our website, you can check out YesHello, the software. This is the base of how we want to get all those things done. Chat with us, right? So go and Nini will also share our WhatsApp. In the WhatsApp, you say, hey, you're interested in the program or in the software, and then you will see how we go through the Sell by Chat. Okay, that's how. Connect with me there. And then from there, we will either triage you to just trial the software. You can trial the software for 30 days. Or you can come on board on our next program. We have our next program, coaching program, specifically for if you're doing education or if you're doing any business and you're coaching and you're teaching other people how to do. We are helping founders to hold their hand. We're going to start very soon next week. Only selecting 10 entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in the education niche, edu profits for our coaching program, 6 weeks program, you can WhatsApp me and then we will chat inside there and I'll give you more info. Or you can just comment down there, comment program, and I'll pass you more details on the upcoming program.
Thank you so much. So for people who are watching today, right, I will be putting in the free 30 days subscription to YesHello. So if you go to YesHello's website, it is normally just 7 days. But for today's viewers as well as participants who are attending via Zoom, you are able to get a 30 days free YesHello subscription if I will be sending it to you. Yeah. All right. So thank you, everyone. For watching, and see you again in the next masterclass. We will be announcing it to you, right? All right. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Eve. Thanks so much.